You are your shadow. You are that insidious individual that hides behind who they pretend to be. You put on this mask. You ventriloquist. You pretend to be something you're not. You hide behind the passive aggressive actions. You hide behind that envy, that larceny. You hide behind that drink, that smoke. You hide behind these self-depleting relationships. You are your shadow, and you continuously lie to yourself that you are not. You lie to yourself that you are this good person when you are not. You aren't who you pretend to be. You are who you are when no one's watching you. You are who you are when you're in that room, 12 a.m., 12 p.m., whenever you're alone by yourself, when it's just you and yourself. When you uncover your true nature, when you decide to indulge in that porn, when you reach into that cupboard to grab the bottle, when you reach for that cigarette to poison yourself and accelerate the pension of your death to die faster, that's who you are. So you aren't this fake piece of shit, insincere individual who purports themselves to be a certain individual when in reality, no, you're that cupboard reaching piece of shit, self-incinerating conglomeration of shit that is slowly decapitating and accelerating their death as fast as fucking possible. So when you look at an individual like me who isn't passive aggressive, that these passive aggressive actions that you try to fucking express in the external world to contrive to project your shadow onto someone else, fuck no. Some people go out their way to be aggressive, and we move aggressively and hostile. So instead of hiding behind your shadow, if you have some shit to say it. You hide behind this fake emanation of what the fuck you're not. You hide behind the bottle. You hide behind everything you have. But who are you when you have nothing? And matter of fact, what would you do if you had nothing? Would you break? Would you be a mistake? Would you be a divine mistake? Would you lose yourself in the abyss that you have to go out and conquer? Or would you just void yourself in it and take comfort in a place where you shouldn't be taking comfort? You are the shadow, and your shadow is revealed through your actions. When you hide behind the makeup, when you hide behind the revealing clothes, when you hide behind the bottle, when you hide behind the vape, when you hide behind the porn, when you hide behind the weakness that you are not incinerating, that's who you are. And you have to reveal and uncover your shadow. You have to look in your mirror. You have to understand that you are responsible for your life. And your shadow is actively negating the responsibility that you should be moving towards to assert that divine reflection, that divine coherency, quantum physically and mechanically, that divine integrity, that self-respect. Instead of self-neglect, you disrespecting inferior hominoid. You fucking bitch. You neglect yourself? What type of fucking human are you? You're not even human. You're rendered an inferior hominid. You're not human. Look at the way you treat yourself. You disrespect yourself every day. You don't even wake up for your own life. Matter of fact, you slept most of your life, you old piece of shit. So before you try to project this shadow onto someone else because you haven't faced your own, because you've been hiding behind that comfort, you docile, infertile, inferior fucking sheep, you fucking herd mentality, slave morality, half-an-ass bitch, you fucking deteriorating, fucking self-incinerating piece of shit bitch. You either stand up perpendicular and you actually have a spine in life, and you actually create the reality that you want, and you walk into the abyss instead of staring at it and seeing a reflection of yourself, or you gonna hide behind the comfort, you gonna reach into that cupboard, and you're gonna fucking die 10x faster than you should because you're that fucking stupid and unintelligent. When you look in the mirror and you see the reflection of yourself, and you see that you're fat as fuck, you fucking bitch, fat as shit, unhealthy as fuck. Can't even do 10 push-ups, you dumb fuck. You can't even do a pull-up, and you're not even recognizing yourself when you look in the mirror. So you looked in the mirror, you saw you was fat as fuck. Then you didn't recognize, you didn't have the awareness to actually perceive that you are fat as fuck and conceive the idea that you have a problem to fucking solve. Instead of neglecting responsibility, you should actually run towards it, because that's where you develop your character, you fucking retard. So instead of looking in the mirror and being unable to recognize yourself, even though you are an intelligent creature, so you're not a fucking dog that's gonna look in the mirror and not even recognize itself. You have to understand that you have intelligence, you are aware, you are a sentient being, you are an intelligent creature in the cosmos, you are universally divine to intelligence, which is cohering you to divinity. And as a docile inferior creature hominoid that you continue to perpetuate and to continuate and to accelerate your fucking demise 10x, 50x, 100x. You went your whole life without uncovering and revealing who you are deep within. You went your entire life with vanity. You actually identified with the man in the mirror instead of the man you were supposed to be and become. You identified with that low-level, fat-ass piece of shit, self-incinerating conglomeration of more shit, steadily decreasing their own lifespan that they only get to live once. You identified with that, and now you have to misidentify with the life you don't want to have. You fucking idiot. Your life is a reflection of you, and you're gonna remain that subordinate slave, debt fucking owning piece of shit bitch that has to force themselves to work every single day, while we gonna strive for personal success and excellence, which is self-evident. 3 a.m. makeup, 3 a.m. workout, never missed it. You couldn't do that shit if you had a fucking gun to your head, you dumb bitch. You would have missed 1 minute, never missed a minute, pussy. So before you disrespect it, remember you're a self-neglecting, inferior fucking hominoid, you fucking piece of shit, bitch, conglomeration of more shit, steadily decaying through time in the quantum and space fucking continuum, accelerating your demise 10x, 50x, like a fucking stock going down, you fucking wayward piece of shit. So you either lock in on your life and you actually manage yourself. You become the manager of your life. You say, my money comes from here. My intelligence comes from here. My fitness comes from here. My diet, I have control over that. My addictions, I conquer those. If you're not going to actually make up, stand up, and have an erect spine in life, then I'm going to look you in the face, in your eyes, look at your soul, deep in it, and I'm going to render you inferior. And you don't have to feel inferior to me. No. You conduct yourself inferior. You are a universally inferior conductor. So your life is shit. And the reason your life is shit and you need distractions to distract you from the life that you live is because you are neglecting the responsibility to manage your life accordingly, because the reason you are alive is to actually live, and to live is to handle responsibility accordingly and then reap the dopamine, reap the success of you conquering what you were supposed to conquer. It's about conquering problems. It's about dominating your life. It's about being a better individual. It's about growing and developing character. It's about growing in life like a plant. You start out as a seed, and every problem you overcome, you grow. You don't need someone to water your fucking plant. The plant will grow over time anyway. I never seen someone actively have to water a tree when the tree will just grow by itself. That's how it goes. If anything, God is going to cause rain and the tree will grow. You are depending on, if you lost your job, if you lost your house, if you lost your car, if you didn't have that vape, if you didn't have that port, if you didn't have that fucking cigarette, if you didn't have that external validation by these decrepit, self-incinerating, wayward, fake pieces of shit individuals, who the fuck would you be? And the only answer is that you would be a bitch. But people like me, we're unbreakable, we're undeniable, we're infatigable. So understand that while you judge and you watch from the sidelines, there's people in the field doing way more than you with way more less. So we have way more less, but then we're doing way more. So remember that you're a wayward individual piece of shit that is never going to actually derive the nectar from life and actually bathe in the essence of gold and emanate it, and hopefully be able to help an individual get out of a position that they were. We help people conquer their addictions. We help people get fit. We help people get their finances right. Go and join the self-development community. Go ahead and DM me on Instagram, one-on-one mindset coaching. These people, these sheep, these inferior hominoids, these fucking sheep that try to blend in with the crowd, that are afraid to actually proliferate and then exempt themselves from their circumstantial circumference that they circumstantially provide to themselves by being irresponsible, by being a fear-driven individual, by being a survivalist instead of a thrivalist. those types of individuals, we cast them into the shadow because that's what they did to themselves. So you can either become the individual you need to individuate into by being him right now in this moment by conquering your problems, or you can remain that shadow being that you chose to be. And remember that your life is slowly depleting and your time on earth is slowly decreasing as we speak. So either master yourself and become that individual you always needed, or remain that beast in the shadow, in the cave that never overcame what they were supposed to overcome to become the individual they needed to be to see the light within themselves. Peace!